So this week we're finally going to start actually making your pictures move, and we're going to start with frame by frame animation, which is the most basic kind. It's the most traditional. So this is the timeline down here. This is frame one. So each frame is an increment of time down here. So to make something happen, I'm just going to start off with a basic circle because you're going to make a bouncing ball. So I'm going to draw a circle on the timeline. If I hold the shift key down, it makes the circle into a perfect circle and it's not an oval. So notice you see a little black dot here in the timeline. That means that it already is a keyframe. So the first frame is special. You don't need to make a keyframe. It just does it automatically. You may be asking, what is a keyframe? A keyframe is a special frame where the action changes. Without that special keyframe, everything just stays the same. So this is selected now. I've clicked on it. So selecting something on the timeline is just like selecting something on the stage. You have to click on it to select it. Okay, so I'm going to select frame 2, and then I'm going to go to Insert, Timeline, Blank Keyframe. And then I'm going to get the circle tool, and then I'm going to draw another circle there. And then I go to frame 3, I selected first. I go to Insert, Timeline, Blank Keyframe, and then see how it automatically goes to that keyframe, and then I'm drawing slightly more oval circle in. But you don't have to do this on every single frame. If you want more time to elapse in between changes, you skip a few frames, go to Insert, Timeline, Blank Keyframe, and then put the circle in there. Okay, so how you play it back to see what you have. This is called scrubbing, where you just grab this playhead and you just go back and forth and see what you've done. There's also controls down here where you can go back, forward, fast forward. You're also wondering, how do you see what you've drawn on other frames so you can adjust it? One thing is called onion skinning. So this is just making a preview, or it's kind of like a shadow of what you did on the earliest frame. So you can adjust it on the timeline, and the further back it goes, the more keyframes it shows. So that allows you to see where it is you're headed. Although if that's confusing for you, you can just turn it off. You can select these and manipulate them using the tools that you've already learned. So you can go back and you can move this on this keyframe.